Lots of good pictures, Maureen.
Yeah.
Crowd pictures, crowd pictures. Make it look like a big crowd. A minute, a minute.
Yes, that way, when someone comes up to me and asks for more, I'll be like, go right ahead, give it.
One minute.
Wow. You can see everybody in there.
Probably gonna have to turn that. You're not gonna get everybody in, and no one's gonna see us anyways.
Wow. Turn it this way, Lynn. This way, little Lynn. Good. Is it really good or just?
I mean, there's no,
Good.
we're getting so much sun. We're getting
Oh, yeah, how's
bright. We're in dark, but there's nothing you
You're
can
dark
do about
again?
that. Well, it's not as bright either.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think it looks that bad on.
No.
Okay, Andrew.
Ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting live from the Margaritaville Terrace on Fort Myers Beach, 100 feet from the Gulf of America.
No, that's way too loud.
Here are your award-winning
Too loud. Too loud.
superstars. Beach Talk Radio.
Too loud.
To Lonnie Donald here. It's not your job to worry about how loud it is. That's what the audience will say it's too loud.
There's the baby over there. You don't want to blow her ears out.
We're gonna blow the baby's ears out. And the parents are saying the baby's okay, the baby's okay. So, and that's what we have our sound man Bob here for. So thank you all for coming tonight. And we're at the Margaritaville Resort for our Saturday morning show. And it was a perfect day to come inside because the wind, it was like a mini, I don't even want to say the H word, but it was very windy today.
It's just windy.
And it looks like it's gonna rain, so it's a perfect day to be inside, so, come on down to
Weird
Lottie.
weather, weird weather.
Yes, Lottie Dot, every Saturday now, 11 o'clock. I wanna get this, we have a lot of giveaways today and a
And I
lot.
just want to thank Lottie Dow for having us over here
Yes.
and opening up to our folks a
At
little
10:30.
early so they
Yes.
can get their drink on.
Yes, and so we have giveaways, okay, so today, every Saturday here in Margaritaville, we do a giveaway. If you're here for the entire show, we do the drawing at the end of the show. And
No
so
matter how painful, you have to stay till the end.
we're trying to keep it to an hour. Today's choices are going to be a 15-minute spa here at Margaritaville, 2 free parking passes in the garage, or tickets to the fashion show, which is June the 3rd, up on June the 4th, up on the terrace. And here at Margaritaville, the Islander is going to be there, Tuna Skin's going to be there, a couple other places going to be there, and we're going to talk to Jan tomorrow before the mayor comes on with all the specifics about that. So that's the drawing for today. And you have to be present to win that. Now, the drawing that we're doing for a night stay here at Margaritaville or at Compass in Naples will be all of the drawings that we did for the last 6 or 7 weeks. Now, all the names, including today's, will go into that pot. I hope we didn't put them in there yet. Okay, because it's just for today's. And then the first giveaway is going to be the bike giveaway. We have, first of all, our first guest is Amber from Dockery's Pet Rescue. Come on down, Amber. Amber's here today. Amber has also brought one of her adopted kittens with her. You can go on the other side, Amber. Yeah. Only because I'm allergic to cats, so I'm not going to hold on. But if you guys want to go sit here and show the cats on. The kittens on the screen here.
I have to say, these are some of the prettiest kittens. They're like red and orange and white, and they're literally like 4 ounces, folks. They're tiny, 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 tiny.
You guys can use the microphones and go ahead, go right ahead, and get nice and close to the microphones.
So we actually just had somebody on Facebook Live reach out, and they were like, "Give me a fluffy male kitten." So we have both genders. We have a lot of kittens available. They're all on the website. The photos are going to be updated this weekend. So you can definitely check them out. The ones that we have here now are about 4 weeks old. So they're going through the process of being vetted and fixed and all of that. But they will be available. These are 2 little ones here. And all of those photos are updated. They're online now. You can check them out on the Dockery's Amazing Rescues Facebook page. Also on all the other social medias as well. Those are the application processes and all that stuff are available. Check out all of the Venmo links, Cash App links, and donate. Whether that be financially or with wet food, any donations really help so much.
Okay.
So, and your name is?
Yes. Wait a
My
second.
name is Amanda Dockery.
Oh. Now, how are you guys related?
We're not.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
We have the
It's
same
just-
last name. We have the same last name, and she just kind of, came into our life and happened to be a Dockery. And
Love
helped
is in the
rescue.
namesake.
Yeah.
Just like randomly
Yes.
have the same last
Yes.
name.
Yes.
Not like brother-in-law, sister-in-law
No.
situation.
No.
Well, that's pretty amazing.
Okay.
I mean, you expect a Ryan to come in, but
So let's
And
talk,
these 2 kittens are female, correct?
Yes, both
Right.
females.
talk about the rescue, please.
Okay, so we obviously are a 501c3 cat rescue. We strictly do feral cats. So we're not a pet surrender service. We rescue cats that are abandoned, homeless. People call us that they find kittens, stranded outside from no mama. So we do neonatal, anything that's hours old, all the way up to 8 weeks. So we help rehab them, get them fully vetted and adopted out. And we also do the moms. So we make sure moms get fixed, vaccinated, and we also have an on-site sanctuary for those TNRs if they have nowhere else to live.
And
So
for everybody,
Explain TNR.
Trap, neuter, release.
yeah, one of the
That's
things.
what I tried to do to him, but he came back anyways. So
Well,
You didn't clip his ear. That's the thing. You didn't clip his ear.
oh, she tried to clip something, but it wasn't my ear. So,
it's
so
not that kind of a show.
I know. So, because the sound was a little bit muffled at the beginning for people that are watching on Facebook, can you talk about the kittens again, real quick?
Yeah, so if you are interested, we do have some people reaching out on the live right now, and we're a little far away, so I can't really read it. Keep reaching out if you are. But they were looking for a fluffy male. There are so many kittens right now that are adoptable.
Yes.
You can literally fill out an application. If you get approved, you can pick up kittens today. We've got males, there's females, all kind, calico, tabbies, all white. They're all beautiful,
Everything you could
vetted,
possibly think of.
fixed.
Yeah.
and so sweet.
Now, the rescue is in Lehigh. You
Yes.
live in Lehigh, and you just decided a year ago, I think, that you wanted to start a rescue.
So we've been rescuing for about 3.5 years, but to further rescuing, we needed help
I
because
see.
we weren't completely 100% paying for it out of our own pockets. So to further and go on, we needed to get the 501c to get that help.
Gotcha.
So
And so I think I came across you guys when we were doing we were following the lady's cat who
yes.
was euthanized
Yes.
at Lee
Yep.
County, and
Kevin.
her name's
Kevin
escaping
is
me.
the cat.
And so you posted on our page, and we wanted to help. And what happened was we started an Amazon wish list, and we were able to send 2 truckloads of donations from everybody
Yeah.
across the country. We have one more in our garage. And one of the other things we did with the help from the folks at Current Riders FMB was they donated an e-bike
Yes.
to give away. And if somebody donated $50 to the rescue, they were automatically entered into the drawing for the e-bike, which is what we're going to do first. And we were able to get 60 registrations, so $3,000 on top of the Amazon boxes. And
I want to say too, the day that they came over to load up the truck, it was literally 2,000 degrees and in the middle of the day. And we're loading up and I'm like trying to not, I'm trying to look all, cool and collected. Literally, her
Drenched in
husband
sweat.
and I look like, drenched in sweat. And she's like fresh as a daisy. And finally, I'm like, what is the deal with you?
know, right?
Like, how is this
I'm born and raised
possible?
here, so I guess I'm just used to the heat.
so are you here solo today, or okay, come on down. Our friends from the Current Riders, we're going to do the drawing. We might need to swap out one on the end there. We want you to explain the bike. Yeah. Let's let them explain the bike that they donated. I'm going to need you to get up. I'm going to need you to get up.
Well, no, you just got to turn it.
Yeah, that's all right. Explain the bike. Talk about the business real quick. and-
Okay. So we are electric
Sorry.
dealers, and they're the top selling e-bike in the U.S. So high demand. And when we saw what Ed was posting, in fact, I'm an animal lover. We have 2 rescue cats of our own.
Would you like a third?
I was just going to say, don't get it too near me because I probably will walk out with it. But we wanted to do anything we could to help because we know how hard it is to run these rescues. And so we chose one of our bikes. I talked to Brian, who's back at the shop, and said, we've got to do something. So we wanted to donate a bikes to help the cause.
Yes, and I have another cause that somebody emailed me that I'll be calling you guys about. But every time,
Okay.
I think this is like the third.
No, it's absolutely amazing. Thank you. Yeah.
I think this is like the third bike that you guys have helped out
Yes,
with. Oh, by
yes.
the way, what was the guy's name from Tropical Sand?
Fred.
Fred. He got hit twice.
I know.
And he got hit out in front of your place
right
once
out
on
in
the
front of our
e-bike.
place. So we rescued him.
Yeah,
Yes.
crazy. I didn't know he got hit twice until
Yes.
the guys at.
Like by a car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no bike lane on that road
That's
in
the
front
problem.
of you guys.
There's no bike lane, so we
Did
got to
you
get
tell
a
him to
bike
ride
lane.
on the sidewalk with that
Yeah,
thing?
I told him to ride on the side.
Holy
I mean,
moly.
it's not worth risking your life.
I ride on the sidewalk in that area
Yep.
on the
Well,
you
on
don't
the
have an
bikes.
e-bike, but
No,
yeah.
I borrowed
Yeah.
one though.
Well, it was a
Wait, I
FedEx. It
borrowed
was a
yours.
FedEx truck that hit him.
Wow. Holy
Oh.
smokes. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
bad enough he's been shot a bunch of
I
times.
know,
and
now he's
hit by a
dodging
FedEx.
vehicles.
Good
Yes.
Lord.
So, Michelle, tell everybody where the business is so they know they can go and how
Yes.
they can look you up online.
Yeah, so we're right next door to the Moose Lodge. So it used to be a chiropractor. So we're right on, if you're heading towards the beach, we're a quarter mile before the bridge, right next door to the Moose. We offer rentals as well, so people can park there for free and go for a bike ride
That's awesome.
on the sidewalk.
yes.
Cool.
You
And
have
be safe.
amazing merchandise.
Yes,
We
yes.
are very envious of your
Yes.
merchandise.
So we have 60 entrants. Somebody, George Mershman, I don't know if you guys know who that is. Him and his wife donated the money for the clock in Times Square. He donated $500 to the 3,000. So his name is in there 10 times.
Nice.
Everybody that donated $50, their name got thrown in there however many times. So, all right, let's draw a winning for the e-bike and see what we got here. Let Michelle do it here.
Here we go.
All right.
I'll let you do the honor.
All right.
I don't want to be accused of rigging it.
Oh, goodness.
I may know somebody.
Oh, goodness. All right. right, here we go. There we go. Now we got the.
Yep.
All right. Jacqueline Bourne.
All right,
Jacqueline Bourne.
Now,
Jacqueline Bourne.
congratulations, Jacqueline. I'm going to give that to
Yep,
you.
yep.
Well, we have all the information
Yeah,
that from the email, so
absolutely.
we'll pass that
Great.
along. So,
Congratulations, Jacqueline.
yes, you get a nice e-bike. We'll figure out how to get it to you. And thank you for the donation. And anything else you want people to know about how they can help the pet rescue?
Well, really, I mean, we need volunteers, always need volunteers. Right now, we are trying to build, so we still need help building some stuff out in the sanctuary. So, any help that we can get with that. Yeah, that's
Do you
really.
need, do you need fosters?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
You'll always need fosters. So, pretty much just getting the word out there for any kind of help that we can get, pretty much. Anybody that wants to put
And
hands on.
You have a Facebook page, you have a website,
Yep.
you have all that.
Yep, everything.
Give
Yep.
everything out. Give the
Yep.
the Facebook page,
Yep.
the website.
A little bit going on here.
Michelle, let me have that name again. I just want to also write it down so we have it. We can make sure she doesn't. We all have it. So okay,
So let her give out
Go ahead.
the name of the Facebook page and the website. Go ahead.
So it's so our Facebook is Dockery's Amazing Rescues, and there's a 501c3 next to it. That is for the actual group. We started that just to get like people that were adopting, like stay in contact with everyone. Then of course it just kind of blew up.
how many kittens do you have now? Cats and
Um,
kittens all together?
I probably have anywhere from 50 to 60 kittens.
50 to 60
Because it's
kittens.
Yeah.
kitten season,
Yes,
we've heard.
yes, yes.
What does that mean exactly?
Yeah.
So every sanctuary is full right now. It's
Well,
just
is there really a season where
Yes,
cats breed?
yes,
I didn't
it's
know
so
that.
I didn't either.
I mean, there's a breeding season for other animals.
I
so
guess it makes sense. And there's never.
Yeah, we're so full right now. We get calls daily. We found a newborn without a mom. We found, a mama that's pregnant, that's, homeless. It's so
I can tell you it's frog season too for some
I
reason.
knew
Or
you were
maybe
gonna
that's just
say
in my
that.
house.
yes. The Buford toads,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
No.
thank you, and good luck with
And
everything.
thank you
Yes,
so
no
much.
Thank you,
problem.
Michelle.
Thank
and
you.
Our
big
pleasure.
hand.
Thank you
you.
guys.
And there's
Yes,
two
thank you so
kittens
much.
here if anybody wants to go home with a kitten today. Big hand for Amber and Michelle. Tell Rich we said hi, Michelle. We appreciate you guys coming down, and we're going to get right into our next guest from SCCF, which stands for Sanibel Captiva Conservation Foundation. Keely is here from SCCF, and Keely is, I don't have your title, Keely. What is your title?
I am the Coastal Watch Director at the Sanibel Captiva Conservation Foundation.
What does that mean?
What does that entail? Yeah.
Oh, what does that entail? So I manage and operate the arm of SCCF that deals with community outreach and engagement. So we organize island-wide cleanups. We do restoration work. So after the hurricane, we had to do a lot of habitat restoration of mangroves, oyster reefs, marshes. So we get the community out to do those restoration work. So that's primarily what I do. But today I am actually here representing Mind Your Line.
Mind your line.
Mhm.
Well, I wanted to ask you, what is your background in?
Environmental science and marine biology.
Every kid seems like when they're young, it's like, I'm going to be a marine biologist and work with dolphins. And actually you
Yes.
you have come all the way through.
Yes. Originally, I am from Iowa. So,
Oh, wow.
My family jokes that I picked the only degree I could get not in Iowa.
Yeah.
So I had to come here.
And
All
you
right.
have a beautiful,
Thank
is that
you.
yours?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. The
Oh
little
my
one is mine.
gosh.
She's 10 months old.
10 months. We're getting
Yeah,
ready to have
so
one.
cute. I mean, we're not having, we're going to
No,
be
we're
grandparents.
having
yeah,
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry,
Call
you don't
the
need that baby.
Inquirer.
We'll take that baby home for you.
You get the good part. You get
Yeah.
to hang out, but then you get to leave.
Yes. So,
So you're here about Mind Your Line. Tell people
Yes.
what that's about.
So Mind Your Line is a group of conservation organizations on the island. So it's comprised of SCCF, Crow, which is the Wildlife Rehab Center, Ding Darling National Wildlife Refuge, and Ding Darling National Wildlife Society, along with the city of Sanibel. We have come together for this initiative of a group of Mind Your Line to deal with the monofilament problem on Sanibel. So all the bins you see at our fishing hotspots that are made out of like PVC pipes, that's all us. We do some educational and outreach stuff as well. But the reason why I'm here today is to promote the event we're doing next Saturday, which is a monofilament cleanup.
What does that mean, monofilament cleanup?
Yeah, so monofilament, when people go fishing and enjoy our waters, unfortunately, what can happen is the fishing line gets tangled in mangroves, or some irresponsible fishermen leave some line on the ground, or it just gets entangled.
They get
places.
stuck in the water, they cut the line.
Yes.
And then the next thing you know, you see those horrible pictures of sea animals with the stuff stuck around their limbs and their neck.
Exactly. So our focus is to go out and get a whole bunch of community volunteers out there to clean up these fishing hotspots that have that monofilament buildup, and really get it all nice and clean for the summer, and make sure that we don't have wildlife entangled.
How do you guys clean it up?
Well, so some areas we can have people just go out and walk. The causeway was just reopened.
Yes.
We've seen tons of anglers out there. But some areas are a little harder to get to, and we need people to bring their kayaks out to get to these waters and these mangroves that have seen a ton of monofilament.
And so they're getting in the water, and because some of the water is okay. Gotcha.
Not necessarily. Surprisingly enough, we find a lot of monofilament in areas that are walkable, and you can stay dry, and it's just unfortunate that that's the case.
In the water, it would be even hard to see too. I mean, you're not going to see it in the water.
But yeah, the volunteers that have stepped up and maybe willing to step up to kayak to some of these places that are a little harder to get to is super important, because Crow, our wildlife rehab center on the island, has seen repeatedly animals coming in entangled. The birds get it wrapped around their wings. They can't fly, which means they can't eat, which means unfortunately they end up starving, or either they end up dying or are getting brought to Crow in a pretty bad state.
Is it mostly birds that it happens to, or what else?
Mostly birds, yeah.
Yes.
Turtles.
It can happen to turtles, dolphins, tons of wildlife that rely on our local waters.
I will say that when was it? I had family in town, maybe in March, and we went and did the drive out at Ding Darling.
A wildlife
the
drive,
yes.
yeah.
And the largest gator I have ever seen in my life was on the road as we approached the guard gate, and the guy was in there he wasn't freaking out, but I was like, I mean, it literally was right next to the car, and there's so much to see out there. I don't know that you're going to get to see a gator, but there's so many roseate spoonbills, so much out there. That is well worth your time to go out there and take a drive on
absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. Spending the day on Sanibel, for those, we're still looking for volunteers. So people that want to go out and hang out with us in the morning and do the cleanup, go have lunch on Sanibel.
Yeah.
Go enjoy the day. Go to the Shell Museum. Go
Oh
take
my
a drive
gosh.
down
Did you
Wildlife
guys-
Drive.
The Shell Museum just launched some
They
grand.
just opened the first phase of their grand showroom.
Yeah, it's Grand
And
Wall
that
of
thing
Shells
is-
or Grand something of Shells.
That building is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Very
got
cool.
a lot of shells.
How is the recovery coming in Sanibel?
It's going good. I feel like every day we see, the chamber announcing that another restaurant or resort is coming back online. I will say, as we're right coming on hurricane season, and everyone has a little bit of PTSD, and we all know that, but it's one of those things that the island is green and the people are happy, and we're resilient, and we're gonna just even little cleanups like this do a large part of just getting it back to where we need it to be.
So when you guys collect all the fishing line and the lures and the bobbers and all that, you take a big picture of it and show how much.
Yeah, so all the collected monofilament is going to actually go to the bait box. which is a tackle shop that's on Sanibel.
Okay.
And they are going to send it in to get recycled.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
What she doesn't know what monofilament means. What is that for
That's
her?
the fishing line.
Monofilament is just a fancy word for fishing line.
I got you. All right, see,
And
there, I
so
told you that's what it was.
If-
Fishing
but,
line.
But if you're out walking or you're out kayaking and you see it, grab it and take it
Yeah.
back with you and throw
Oh,
it out.
absolutely. If you can't come out next weekend to the cleanup, we encourage whenever you're out, in nature, if you see trash or a fishing line, please collect it.
Yeah.
That is going to do
It's
a big
not
part.
going to biodegrade. Just get it and take it.
Now, if
Not
you-
in our lifetime.
No,
If
no.
you're watching from Cape Coral or Fort Myers Beach, you can also go. It's not just a Sanibel resident thing. The more people, the
We
better.
encourage everybody to come out. And especially if you haven't been out to the island since the storms, please come out
Yeah.
and participate in a cleanup or just come out and hang out on the island and spend some money, give the businesses
Yeah.
out there some love.
So is the Sanibel caught? I know they just reopened it. Is it better now than it was before? I do. Which way?
Ooh, that might. I will say, structurally, I will say that it is probably the most enforced it's ever going to be. And actually, if you take a drive out there and you are interested in birds, we have a giant least tern colony nesting on the first Causeway Island.
Yeah.
And we have little chicks out there now, which is really cute. They are a threatened species, so they go through a lot of hardships. It's really hard for them to create that next generation, and they found the Causeway, and they are thriving.
What about the turtles? Any turtle nests out there? Do you know?
No turtle nests on the Causeway, but turtles are coming up on the beaches.
Good.
That is
Nice.
for sure. Our biologists are very busy.
I was very interested in birds until last weekend, and now I have a major problem with birds.
He
I
did.
don't-
One of
What
them
happened?
attacked him. They swooped down. They
I
didn't
was
like
walking
where he
along
was.
on the south end. I didn't even get close to the barrier, and this one white bird just started dive bombing at me.
That was a that was a mama. You got too close to her babies, and she said,
But then they need to move the barrier out, right?
They don't see barriers.
Okay.
They're just
Birds
like, I don't know
see
about
barriers.
that, man.
yeah, you're right. I'm standing back here, and there's a lady with a long lens camera like 20 feet in front of me, and the bird's just flying over her to get to me. It was like,
I
was
don't
like,
know.
wait,
You
the
seem
first
more
time-
threatening.
the first time it was like, I thought, okay, that was an accident. That bird wasn't really coming at me until it made like a U-turn. It was, I got to get a little lower, the bird said, and came right over my head.
I mean, these tiny little birds, they got to do something
I
to
get
protect
you.
themselves,
Right.
and
I
they're
get
young, and
Right.
dive bombing and pooping
Yes.
on people is what they chose.
I did check my hat right after that, but it was clean. So now, where are you guys meeting next Saturday?
So we have two meetup points. We have an East End meetup point and a West End, and that is for gear cleanup, gear pickup, and then that's where the gear will go after the cleanup as well. We're giving all participants a little miniature monofilament bin that they can keep with them, and so that's where they can put all of their collected monofilament they find during the cleanup, but also once they give that back to us, they are able to keep that little bin, which can go on boats or in tackle boxes, backpacks.
How much you think you're going to collect? Like, I mean, I'm sure you've done this in the past. So how big is the pile? Is it a little? Is it a lot? Is it huge?
It really depends. We haven't done this since Ian.
Okay.
So there could be a lot out there, and we hopefully will make a huge impact. We're looking to do this every year going forward. Obviously, Ian put a little damper on our plans, but going forward, yes, we plan to do it every year, which means, in theory, the least amount of trash, the better.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you're
but
looking
we're
at
trying
2
to
years,
collect as
2.5
much as we
years
can.
worth. And this is not just SCCF. Actually, the press release came from the city of Sanibel. So I had to ask Eric, who was in charge. And nobody's really in charge. You're all doing it together.
We're all doing it together. I'm the one that's doing the management of the signups. So that's my contribution
What
to
should
the event.
people bring if they're going to come? Like water, sunscreen?
Oh, absolutely. Be prepared to be outside. Be prepared for bugs and sun. Bring water, but we'll take care of gloves and any of the cleanup gear that you might need.
Getting a contact
Like a
high right
net-
now. Where's
oh
that
my
smell coming from?
God. So weird.
Do you smell that?
I smell that. I wasn't
That's-
going to say anything.
Wow, it's strong. So there's no charge to
It's
do this.
peaty.
There's no charge. It's free, right?
It is free. Yes, it is free to volunteer.
See, there's a concept there called volunteerism.
So
It's
sometimes just
usually not
volunteer with a
paid
donation.
gig.
I'm sorry.
But
I'm,
if you can't participate and you like what we do, we totally accept donations.
I'm sorry. If I wasn't high, I wouldn't ask dumb questions. But
Yes, you would.
all right. Anything else, Keely, you want everybody to know about?
No, just that there's spots open for the event next week, and we would love to have as many people out there as we possibly can to make the biggest impact before we get into hurricane season, and it's a little harder to get to these places.
Where do you sign up?
Where do you sign up? You can go to our website, mindyourline.org, and that's where you can go.
Mindyourline.org.
Yeah.
Awesome. And the time again, Les?
It's 8 to 11
8 to 11.
next Saturday, the 7th.
Gotcha. Awesome.
All right.
All right, Keely,
Well,
thanks a
thank
lot.
you so
Congratulations on the
much.
baby. Big hand for Keely from SCCF. Mind Your Line is next Saturday at 8 o'clock. And Jan, come on down. We have some time today. We're going to do it today and tomorrow. Go ahead, dear. If you want to go, I'm going to read the ads after I talk to Jan real quick because Jan's got something going on that we need to promote. And she is also going to come on the show tomorrow at 10 o'clock before the mayor is back, everybody, tomorrow. So please come to Wahoo Willie's for the mayor at 10 o'clock. I like that you pour your drink right over the equipment like that because that's totally safe. Jan, come on down. And we got a fashion show coming up on June the 4th here at Margaritaville. And Jan is representing the Islander. But tell us all about what the plan is, Jan.
Okay, we've got a fashion show sponsored by Margaritaville. And you will have models from Margaritaville Retail Store, which is located across the street, the Islander Gift and Gallery Boutique, which is at Santini, Tuna Skin, which is right up the road, as well as Holly's Boutique, which is off island.
Okay. And it's $37.
No.
It's not $37. Sorry.
It is $28 plus tax.
28. Sorry, I was doing Canadian with the tariffs. Sorry,
It will
so I
be
got
on
37.
Wednesday, June 4th from 11:30 to 1:30.
Okay.
For $28, you get the fashion show and a wonderful lunch.
Get a choice of things.
You get a choice of entree, soft drink, and key lime tart dessert.
Oh, I love key lime tart. I do. So the different choices you get are like citrus shrimp, grilled
yes.
shrimp.
A grilled shrimp over pineapple rice, cold plate medley, chopped chicken salad, chicken Caesar wrap, or citrus shrimp salad. And this is being sponsored by License to Chill Bar. And again, it's on the Sunset Terrace where Ed normally is.
That's right. Today is perfect to be down here because
yeah.
it's pouring rain outside too. I mean, when does it rain in the morning? We do need the rain though.
And I also asked them, this is going to be hot
Yeah.
time of the day. They do have fans.
Big ass fans.
And if it should rain, they can also bring the sides down.
And are you bringing lots of cool stuff from the Islander?
We are. We have beautiful clothes from the Islander. Commissioner Fleming will be modeling, as well as four women from the store.
Awesome.
And so we've got great models, great food, and wonderful giveaways. You know Anita.
Yes.
She's very generous, and throughout the fashion show, she'll be throwing
Now,
things out to people.
Will Anita be there or will she still be at the
She will
store?
be there.
Awesome.
She
All
will
right.
be there.
And that's Wednesday, June 4th, which I believe is next week.
It is
All
this Wednesday, and you're giving away 2 free tickets today.
Oh, I am.
You are.
Oh, well, that's part of the choice. Yes, that's part of the package. So we're going to do that right after I read the ads, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for coming on.
Can I show them where
Yes,
to get tickets?
That's right. If you want to buy tickets online, you can do it at the website. Well, I don't know if they can see it, so let's announce what the website is. Yeah, it's MargaritavilleFortMyers.ipoolside.com. That's MargaritavilleFortMyers.ipoolside.com. Can we get a big hand for Jan Fleming, everybody?
Thank you, Ed. Thank you.
Jan is not only from the Islander, but she is from the library and she is from many other things on Fort Myers Beach. She is a volunteer extraordinaire. So before we're also going to talk about turtles in a minute, but I wanted to let everybody know that if you are a monthly supporter, we don't usually talk about this during the show, but if you're a monthly supporter, we are going to have a very special discount for everybody, whether it's $5. You know, we have hundreds of supporters that are regular supporters for $5 or $10 or what are you guys doing? I'm trying to do something. 10, whatever it is. We're going to have a huge discount just for you here at Margaritaville through the end of the year. It's going to be a 30% discount on the lowest rate for everybody that's a monthly supporter. You guys know who you are. We'll be sending an email out on Monday. We'll be getting more information out over the next few days. So if you're a monthly supporter, even if it's $5, you're going to be in the special VIP club. If you're not a monthly supporter and you feel like supporting for $5 a month, that's all it takes. You can go to buykimandedcoffee.com and you can use the discount anytime you want. It's going to be a 30% discount off the rooms, off the lowest room rates here. So stay tuned for that, details on that. Okay, before we get to Kathy, I want to tell you about Tom Coleman with Eagle Eye Aluminum sponsoring the show today. Tom specializes in seamless gutters as well as both aluminum and vinyl soffit and fascia repairs or full replacement. He also does rescreen work and installs entry screen walls. Estimates are totally free and encouraged. And you can give Tom a call right now if you have any of those needs. He will take good care of you. He's done a lot of work on Fort Myers Beach. There is a lot of work that needs to be done on Fort Myers Beach with stuff like this. So you want somebody you can trust. You don't want somebody that's going to let your house fall down or some contractor you're going to sign with that's going to go out of business. Give Tom Coleman a call right now at 239-340-1639, 239-340-1639. Also, Alex King is one of our sponsors today. Alex King is creating dreams and elevating lifestyles. He's done all the research and homework, so you don't have to. And they're meeting with builders, design companies, contractors. You see Alex King's videos online. Please follow Alex on Facebook so you can see all the work that he's doing, not only for the company, but also for the King Foundation. He donates to everything going on here on Fort Myers Beach with the King Foundation. Give Alex King a call, 239-219-0336, 239-219-0336. Thanks to Tom at Eagle Eye Aluminum and to Alex King. All right, Kathy Nash is our next guest. Kathy, come on down. My wife took a bathroom break, so she's ready to go with the next round. Boy, it is nice and rainy out there. Dear, come on. What are you doing? What are they doing out there?
They're like sprinting down the beach.
In the rain? All right. Kathy Nash is here to tell us about the Adopt a Turtle program, everybody, which is a cool program. Kathy, how are you?
I'm good, Ed. How are you?
Life
How are
is
you,
good.
Kim?
Life is good.
I'm
yes.
good. I'm good.
Good.
So I'm looking outside to see how much splash is coming up because that rain was really heavy for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
so.
not going to complain about that because we definitely
we
needed some
needed
rain.
the rain.
And it really feels like it cooled things off, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right. Our dog is out.
He's out.
Everybody's tired him out. So,
Yep.
good call bringing him.
Yes. So tell us about the Adopt a Turtle program.
Okay, well, we're very happy at Lovers Key to announce that Friends of Lovers Key, we have our second, folks, known as Folks, is the second annual Adopt a Nest program. So what that is as a turtle nest the turtles come to nest, you may adopt a nest. So if you go onto our website, or I have this handy thing, you can scan the code, or it's friendsofloverskey.org. And what you can do is you can adopt a turtle nest. And we have different levels for those adoptions. You can be a $250. Are you okay, Ed?
Yeah, she's
Good Lord, I
just
barely
elbowed me.
touched him. He's got these like spindly forearms.
That's three insults if you're keeping track at home. If you're keeping score at home, 3 insults so far. 0 for me.
Go ahead, 250
Okay, so
for
for $250, you get a nest sign that will go up when your turtle comes and lays a nest. Let me get the
Here,
right
hold the
one
mic, hold the
here.
mic.
here. I'll
Okay.
hold this for you.
There we go. It's got a lot of paperwork there.
That's okay. So you get a turtle nest that goes on the posts that protect the nest. So let me explain. When a turtle comes and lays their nest, we need to put posts up so people don't walk on top of it. We need to put mesh wire down so that predators can't get to the nest. We need to label the nest. So your donation gives you this sign and helps us with all the supplies that the rangers need to protect these turtle nests. So we have different levels. If you adopt a nest,
When you
whoops.
when you put the sign up, I was going to say, do you put it up sideways like that or right side up?
Whatever way. But if you adopt a nest, you get this sign back. The sign is made for you. And then we also take a nice picture of your nest. You get a certificate of adoption. So we have different levels. We have the 250, which we call the leather or loggerhead, which is our most common turtle to this area. We have the green, which we call our business level. And then we have leatherback, which for that one, you get your own turtle nest. You get a tour of the park by the rangers. We'll take you all behind the scenes.
And those are
through
the big
park.
ones, right?
The leatherback, we would love to get a leatherback nest on Lover's Key. We did have one come up and lay at the surf line for like 20 minutes one evening, and then he went, or she probably went back out to sea.
How do you know that? Were there cameras?
The size. Well, no, a visitor told the rangers
I see.
that they saw him.
So-
but when you see the crawl, and we get a lot of false crawls before you get nests, you can tell by the size of the crawl what kind of turtle it is.
Oh, I see.
'Cause-
So how many eggs does an average turtle lay?
How many what?
Eggs?
60 to 100.
60 to 100.
And it can be more than that.
And so they come up to the area.
They come up, they find the perfect spot. That's why you get false crawls, because they come up, they look around, they're not happy, they go back. And then they'll come up, find a spot, dig a 2-foot deep hole, deposit their eggs, cover it up, and then they go back to sea.
Which is a lot of work
It
because
is
you're
a
talking
it
about a
takes all
turtle
night
with
long.
flippers.
Yeah.
It's not like they come up with shovels and they're like,
I don't know
ding,
how they
ding,
get
ding.
the hole so deep.
Yeah.
I
And
think
so-
they kick it out of there, and then they lay their eggs, and then they go back.
Unlike other animals, they leave their young and go back in the water, like the bird that was protecting the baby birds attacking
Yes.
was protecting the birds. But
Right.
these
The
turtles,
turtles
it's
are
not like they're
on
turtles.
their own.
Yeah.
They're on their own. So what we can do is we can help protect the nest. After that, it's pretty much up to Mother Nature.
Yeah, and so out of let's say 100 eggs are put in this 2-foot hole.
Right.
How many make it out of the shells?
It normally is not all. It depends on the situation. It
Yeah.
can be anywhere from 40 to 90.
All right, so let's say 50 make it out.
Yep.
And they start darting back for the water.
And then they get picked off by birds, or they go the wrong way and get stuck, or they get stuck in a piece of trash, which is why it's important that you pick up all the trash
Or a
on the
hole.
beach.
Or a hole. So please fill
Yes,
in your
fill your
hole
beach
and the
holes.
holes of others. If you see big holes, because a lot of people don't know, they come to visit. They, you know,
I mean,
pick
how
up
can you
your
not know by now?
furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should come up with our own sign. Don't be a hole, fill your hole.
There you go.
Something like that.
There you go. Good one, Ed.
So thank you. What is the price for the one
Yeah,
where you're
yeah.
allowed to sleep in a sleeping bag next to the eggs?
There's no price
There's
for
no
that.
price for that.
Okay, you're not allowed to do that.
Priceless.
No.
So on the
So our park is closed in the evening, so we can't even offer that.
I
and
see.
for the size of the beach,
Yeah.
it's not practical.
Right. So how many did you have last year that actually took you up on this? You started it last year, right? Or-
Right. It was our inaugural program last year, and I think we had 23 sponsors last year. We're approaching 20 this year, and really hoping to knock it out of the park. You know,
How many nests did you get last year?
a little over 20. But
Okay.
unfortunately, several of them were laid late in season. Several
I
got
know.
flooded out from the storms that
Yeah.
we had. So that was a big problem. And all this funds goes to supplies for the park to buy the wire mesh. Wire's expensive, whatever it may be. And if we have everything, then it still goes to the park.
Yeah. So unfortunately, out of 100, only like one might make it out of that whole batch, right? Get into the
It's
water.
a very low percentage that make it. So
Right.
we need to do everything we can to help.
How is there any way of, does anybody like at Lover's Key or Turtle Time, do they know at the end of the season actually how many turtles make it to the water? Or is there stats on that, or are they
No,
just trying to protect the
because
nests?
They hatch at nighttime.
Yeah.
So that you may see a few still crawling in the morning, but they've gone and most of them
Yeah.
go at nighttime. So
Right,
you don't, and
gotcha.
that's a way to protect them from birds.
Right.
Birds aren't flying that much at nighttime to look for them.
Did you know that the big turtles, what are the big ones called?
Leatherbacks.
Leatherbacks. They can go like 90 miles an
Oh
hour in the
my
water.
God.
Did you know that? I mean, I learned
didn't know
I
that.
learned that like
Oh.
5 years ago. And when they are, don't they have these big turtles tracked? Like they have trackers on them, so
Some
they
of
all.
them do, yeah.
I know SCCF, I think, does that, right? You have some turtles that are tracked.
Track. Do you
In
put
Sanibel,
trackers on
right?
turtles? Yeah.
Well, how fast can they go? Like 90 miles an hour in the water, right? Yeah.
And they're thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sanibel had a leatherback last year,
Yeah.
a leatherback nest, and Vanderbilt Beach has one this year. So,
So-
it's real exciting.
What about those the little Kemp's Wrigley?
Can't
Wrigley?
bring- we don't get them here.
No.
We get an occasional green,
John's
Okay.
gonna
but
say
we really
something.
haven't
John,
seen
don't
the
say
Kemp
anything.
Ridley.
John, they're having fun. John, don't say
So-
anything.
So Ed, let me
Who?
say, they're 250. Some people just can't do 250.
Yeah.
So we have other options to help the turtles
Yeah.
out. In the Welcome and Discovery Center, which is the visitor center for the park, we have a big poster of a beach scene with the moon. So for $20, you can buy a little hatchling, and that hatchling goes up on the board, and you can get your name on it. I made one for Kim.
Oh, look at
Here
that,
you
dear.
go,
Look at
Kim.
that.
Oh my
Here's a little
God, thank
hatchling.
you.
If you want to give me $20, I'll put it up on the board. But that's what your hatchling would look like. Sorry, Ed, I made one for you, but it went kind of cattywampus
All
and
right,
didn't make
all right.
it. So,
So separating her from $20 is going to take a lot of work. So good luck with that. Yeah.
well,
Stop.
and a lot
Not
of
for the
people buy
turtles.
like 5 of these.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, to help
And
support.
So whatever, and we can put your name on it, and then it goes up, and you can get this. I'll mail it back to you if you really want it.
Sweet.
So all kinds of ways you can give to the park. I will say friendsofloverskey.org is the website again. And there's also an Amazon wish list there. There's a store there. It shows all the events at the park. So there's a lot going on. And just a reminder, they do have their summer camps coming up. So there's some great from 6 to 16-year-olds can come in for summer camp.
Awesome.
And there are some
Yeah, that is a
scholarships
great
available
summer
for
camp
that.
that you guys operate there.
All right. So if somebody wants to buy something, give out the way they can do it again. And
Friendsofloverskey.org.
friendsofloverskey.org, and the different price ranges are
Anywhere from $20 to $2,500.
$2,500. Okay. And all the money again goes to the Friends of Lovers
All
Key.
right, let me explain this for a minute. Lovers Key is one of the most visited parks in the state.
Second most
However-
visited park in the state before Ian, I heard.
Yes. But all the entrance fees goes back to Tallahassee to the state.
Oh, that's
So
not
even
right.
though it's the most visited, all the fees for the park get divided among the least visited.
Sounds like
parks.
TDC funding.
Yes. So they really do need extra money, and that's what folks, the 501c3 is all about, is to help the
Keep the
park.
money local.
And they were the ones that built the Welcome and Discovery Center.
Which
so
is
it
nice.
does
Very
Yeah,
nice.
make a
You guys
difference.
should go see that if you haven't had a chance to see that yet. Is the entry to that? Is there?
Free.
It's free to get
Yeah,
there.
it's
Yeah, you have to pay the park
right.
entrance.
with your
but
park
yeah,
entrance,
yeah.
it's
Gotcha.
free.
All
Yeah,
right.
and if you
And you
haven't
can
been
rent
there,
kayaks there. There's a lot of
Kayaks.
activities
Yep.
you can do there.
Yep.
And I know you, Christy, helped restart the 5K that you did. You do
Yep.
every year. That was
The
restarted
Turtle
this
Trot.
year. Turtle Trot. Yep.
Yep.
Unfortunately, this year was on, I think it was on the same day as the Shrimp Festival.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
yeah,
there's a big race on that day too.
Right,
So
right.
you got to vie
Yeah.
for the people.
But
that
they
are
did
running.
well, and
Yeah.
they've got the date already posted if you want to participate next year.
Awesome.
So
All right. Anything else, Kathy Nash?
I think that's about it.
All
I
right.
appreciate everybody that helps us out.
All right. Big hand for Kathy, everybody, from the Friends of Lovers Key. All right. We are going to do some giveaways now. Our first giveaway is going to be for everybody that's here at the show. And this is going to be for your choice of a 50-minute spa 2 free parking passes underneath Margaritaville, or tickets to the fashion show. Is it 2 tickets, Jen? We have 2 tickets? Right. I think we have 2. I mean, why would they give me 1 ticket? It's always a pair, right? Okay. And then after this, we're going to do the grand prize, which is 2 nights.
You can't look in there. Now that makes it look bad. Hold it up and I'll pick it up. Hold it up and I'll pick it up. You can't make it look like that.
Crap. All right. And the winner today is Gabriella. Now you have your choice. Relax. You look like she's on. What's that show, Monty Hall, when they're all coming down there?
Price is Right.
No, not The Price is Right. No, let's make a deal. You get your choice of a 50-minute spa, 2 free parking passes, or the fashion show. So,
The spa.
all right, the spa, which of course is at the it's at the front desk, and I forgot to pick it up. So we'll get that for you. They have
I
it
don't
at the
know.
front
Ask
desk.
him.
Everything goes in there now, so we'll get you the tickets.
You're welcome, and thank you for watching our
Yes, thank you
PD
for watching
dog.
PD. Now, this is for the grand prize. All the tickets from the last 7 weeks are going in the bucket, and the prize is either a 2-night stay here at Margaritaville or a 2-night stay at Compass Margaritaville in Naples. So if you want to get away, that's a very nice place down there also, down in
Yeah,
Naples.
they have a great tiki bar down there. They've got a very cool vibe. Once you walk in, you're completely transported.
Yes. And
I want to thank the hordes and hordes of people that showed up last weekend for our Murph workout. I have to tell you that the 4 of us were complaining almost the entire rest of the week on how sore
I'm pretty
we
sure
all were.
all 4 of us were either 60 and over, right? I mean, I don't know how
Yes,
Chris
and
is.
then there was a big group that came afterwards
All kids.
that were like 30s, and so we gifted them our chalk because you got to have chalk when you're doing those
They
pull-ups,
threw right in
of
the
which I
garbage.
did 0 actual pull-ups, but I did do all the push-ups, and we had
Squats.
a great time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was a good, and we made our donation to America's Gold Star families, so we were
Yes,
excited
Jim
about that.
Adderholt and Chris King showed up. So, yeah. All right. So, this is for the grand prize.
Yeah, John donated, but he didn't participate in the workout. But we appreciate his
Yes.
monies.
Yes. All right. This is the big winner. Now, what happens starting next week is we start from scratch. All these entries are given to Margaritaville. You will be marketed to. You can always undo it, I guess. This is. It looks like it's Darwin Myers. Does that look like Darwin?
Yeah.
I always tell people to please type your name or write your name neatly. It looks like Darwin Myers.
Darwin or Darkin? What does that say,
That
Marie?
is that is the winner for the grand prize. So just write grand prize on
What's
that.
his address? I mean, not what does he
No.
live close by?
Yeah, Marie can't see. She needs old lady glasses.
She
So we
is-
have a winner. So we'll contact the winner. You don't need to be present to win that. So starting next week, we'll start over with the 3 prizes.
Okay, Fort
And I
Myers.
think the next one is August 31st is when we do the same thing. And by the way, save the date. August the 10th is going to be our 7-year anniversary party, which we're going to have right here at the pool.
Not
So-
like our anniversary.
Right. So is that the Sunday? We're going to flip-flop the shows that week. So it's August the 10th. And everybody that comes to that party will be able to get into the pool for free. So keep that in mind for August the 10th. Tomorrow's show is at 10 o'clock at Wahoo Willie's. The mayor is back for tomorrow's show. So Jan will be here to talk about the fashion show again tomorrow. And then the mayor is back, and we will definitely be talking about the beach school tomorrow. So you want to tune in for that. Anything else?
No, oh, he's awake.
He knows the show is over. What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, do you want to do that workout every weekend?
No, I don't. Not at all. All right, everybody. Thank you all for coming to Lottie Da. We're back inside, getting a little organized. Thank you all for that. Very nice. And we will see you tomorrow at Wahoo Willie's for Sunday brunch with the mayor. Bye-bye.